Hey guys, it's Rosealyn. Welcome to Okami. We've got a little bit of story to go through here at the beginning, but this is one that you guys chose via Twitter. I'm so excited. Tiny village Okamiki. Legend tells of a horrible beast that threatened the residents. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't get to count. It also tells of the wolf that risked it all to protect them. Controlling the very fabric of existence, this wolf stood up against a beast many times his size and banished the darkness. This ethereal wolf's valiant act ushered in an era of tranquility. The villagers' hearts swelled with respect and adoration of the wolf. I love the art style for Okami. So cool. So we get to play as Amy. And we'll have some buddies along the way. Okami! Okami! Alright. Let's go. You must create save data in order to play. Yes. New game. Okami. There's the Okami, Okami, Okami. I'm so excited to get back into this one. I first played this on its original system, which was the N64. And then I put it down for quite some time. Hideki. Let's learn about Hideki. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry trees, cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. A family. Close enough. Familiar. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to the Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in the place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi left with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night, but Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all of his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It had happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. It's a sword. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Abandon it, friend. This is why you don't touch swords and rocks. Oh, he who seeks power, he who's broken my bonds, speak the words I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. The darkness is back. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Wood Sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Big yawn. Okami Amaterasu, or Shiranui. Oh, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Aww. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Something's stolen its way into my robe. Oi. Ooh, what on earth? It's a bug. You again? Oh, are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Are you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Issen. Wandering artist, Issen. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. I mean, he's good. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. God, you look just like that statue of Shiranui. Oh, down the hatch. Whoa, what you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaru, against you. Now's not the time, Isun. Now is not the time. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark, anyway? Oh, great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees returned to normal, huh? That Sekuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit? That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting me, too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Okay. So, we need a little bit of help. Ooh! What in the world? There's something blocking the road leading back to the village. Am I still dreaming? Okay, so we can't go down to the village, so we must have to go through here. So now you have the story. We have a village cursed by Orochi. And he's consumed the rest of the world at this point, and Kamiki is the last standing village. I don't remember any place like this in the village. We better keep our eyes peeled. Use the right stick to look around. L changes your point of view. Okay. Boy, you really look so helpless. You're sure you're gonna be okay? Okay, B to jump. Y to dash. X doesn't do anything for us yet, and A is barking. Bark, bark, bark. Hold on, that's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save. That way you can always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. Agreed. We will save. Yes. Okay, we are in the River of the Heavens. Let's see. Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press Y to bust. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you can see something you can break. So we're gonna collect some yen, we're gonna collect some food. Well, we might not have a food pouch yet, but we do have some yen. Okay. Up the hill we go. I love that Ami's speed increases. Whoa, 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 hold on there, Furbo. Get a hold of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press B to jump. Press B again to do a wall jump. Make sure you press it firmly so you jump really high. There we go. Knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places, so keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. Indeed. We got a Holy Bone S. Amaratsu's favorite snack restores 3 units of solar energy, and I believe solar energy is our health. When we get back to the village, we'll have more information on that. Looks like the bridge is out. This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? It's kind of long. Mind if I just call you Amy? Listen, Amy, ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brush work has its own soul. At least that's what it says. Or what they say. Just watch. It'd take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Nice job, Asen. Nice, huh? It's a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of those things. I accidentally pressed too fast, sorry. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but god or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? We do. Okay, I've got some pots here. River of the Heavens. The River of the Heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River? I sure don't see anything like that around here. Could be that little puddle over there, could it? Okay, got some yen. Go up here really quick and see what we see. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look! Are those stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? Our first god. There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw in that missing star. Mink. Bah. Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press R to hold the brush, and then Y to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. There we go. I can draw stars. Because I'm a god. Welcome back, my friend. Yomigami, why is it if it isn't Mother Ami, I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, god of restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. To get his power, he comes with us. So we get the power of restoration. Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really just use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? A god. Oh, okay, so if you press down on ZL, I'm playing on the Switch, by the way, if you didn't know that, you can see your map. That's handy. Okay. Wonder if drawing some stardust would get the river flowing again. Yeah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing its story rivers? No way you could pull off a stunt like that. Watch me. Okay, let's go up here. We press R. Oh, not close enough here. Let's get to the end. Oops. Oh, okay, apparently that was enough to do something. Who the heck drew the darn thing? It was me. It was me. So you can see our ink there on the left-hand side. And we've got our river back. And our ink refilled because we're up here in a sacred place. All right. You obtained Astral Pouch. It's our food pouch. When it's full, it can revive the owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find. Indeed. So it kind of works like a fairy. Apple. Nectar-filled sour apple. Fills the food pouch just a little bit. Kind of like a fairy if it's full. But it's gotta be full. Orange. Sharp citrus taste. Fills the pouch a little bit. Okay. So we've regained 1 power. And I think we should be on our way back to the village now. Got a little horsey over here we can destroy. Bink! And I'm sure you guys have already noticed I'm already having trouble with the camera. That's because I'm using my gray set. I'll switch over and I'll use the red and the blue here in the near future. That way we don't have that problem happening. I think it'd be very distracting. Salmon. Fountain of the Nagi. Fountain of Nagi. Ooh, some more pots over here for us to get. Got those. Dumplings! Love dumplings. Steamed buns are like one of my favorite things. I know that's not the same thing. I know it's not the same thing. But both are good. Dumplings and steamed buns are good. It's such an awesome art style. I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as I do. Is this the legendary shrine? Are we in the cave of Nagi? The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the white wolf Shiranui. First the river of the heavens, and now this place? Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that sword's in really bad shape. God sure didn't do much to protect this place. We can fix that. We can fix that. We can fix that. There we go. It really was your brushwork all this time. How'd you get so good? Exactly who are you, anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like a rabbit. Is this the rabbit? Or mouse? I was close, I was close. He's like a chinchilla or something, like small mouse. With a big sword. Tachigami. Well, if it isn't Mother Ami. It's been a long time. But with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to an ancient hero. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Okay, so we get the sword from the mouse guy. So now we have a sword and shield. That was Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute, if you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf that fought and died along the Great Nagi. When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy, Shiranui and Nagi? This is just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. Won't believe it till I see it. You can use motion controls for this, but I'm choosing to use the stick. Not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball, or I mean, Amy, I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranui reborn, that means you can master all 13, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. No use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered Power Slash, You can cut down that thing Sakuya was talking about, the fruit. Let's go back and give it a shot. What is it saying going this way? Oh, I was gonna say. No, we need to go back this way. Okay, and we can slash this. It's R. Whee! Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Okay, ink pouch is refilled. Uh-oh. Where'd they come from? Whatever, draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press the Y to use its power against him. Yeah, it's like we throw the shield. Look, Amy! Once you've caught them off guard and turned them black and white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give them a power slash. Here we go. So this is where watching your ink becomes more important. You can get some ink bottles from battle and such. And it'll give you a score for each battle, and you get money. So you get locked inside of a barrier, essentially. Making sure I'm not missing a chest or pots or anything like that. Here we go. Lots of yen for us. Alright, let me speed up a little bit. I like how she leaves flowers. Plants when she runs. Oh, another battle. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. It wasn't straight enough. There we go. Ooh, hit me there. And this is where using the control stick comes in handy. Makes it a little easier to aim. Spirit Globe M. Humanity's faith made solid. Restores 1 unit of solar energy. Okay. Alright, so some practice enemies there. Now we can go back across the River of the Heavens and get to the tree. Whee! Stardust River. Okay, so we've gotten our first 2 powers out of the 13. We've got 11 to go. We're gonna have a save point down here that we should definitely do. Get these pots as we go, since they regenerate. Okay. Doesn't hurt. I think we can buy food and bones. As long as we have enough yen. Alright, back through the portal after we do a little quick save, okay? Alright. Alright, here we go! Eee! Okay. So we should be able to cut this down, and this is going to restore Kamiki. So now we have access to the village. So essentially she sealed them away so they wouldn't be touched by Orochi. They wouldn't be visible. And funny enough, that's where our statue was. That's probably why she chose to seal it. Wow, the village has been restored. Sakuya came through big time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I could have spent some more time in her kimono, if you know what I mean. But seriously, with monsters running around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're all doing down there. Okay. Well, I think this is a good place to stop before we get into the village. So you have to remember this is 100 years later. Probably nobody's going to remember a white wolf. You know. You'd think that maybe they would remember their gods, but we shall see. Also, I think we draw with our tail. I don't know if you could see how dark Amy's tail is, but I think that's pretty cool. We must draw with our tail. Yeah, we have to. Okay. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this so far. I know there's a lot of story here in the beginning. It's gonna be a little slow, just a little slow. Hang out with me, hang out, enjoy the story, hang tight. It will get better. It will pick up in pace. We'll get moving and moving and moving as we start to collect these gods and traverse the world, okay? Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. So glad that you guys chose Okami to do for the channel. Excited to share it with you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!